I'm Arshava Habzadeh at CES 2019 at the Digital Health Summit studio, and I'm joined by Raymann, the VP of Sleep Science at Sleep Score Labs, and we're going to be talking about advances in sleep science and technology. Wonderful to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me around.
So you had an amazing session just now, and I know that there's been some really phenomenal advances in terms of sleep measurement and sleep science. What are you doing, and what have you been seeing?
Yeah, so one of the great things is I think what happened over the last decade is that sleep measurement is not exclusively an area anymore for clinical or the medical field, but it actually has extended to the consumer area. So it's just like so people want to control their weight, so you have a scale. So now people also want to control the sleep because they know it's important, and that's how all these sleep technologies so kind of emerged. And we saw the trends over the years. So it all started with a wristband. And people said, oh, that might be a little bit uncomfortable. Then you had sensors in the pillows, sensors in the bed, and now it eventually also goes to sensors that do not even touch your body, like the one that we use at Sleep Score. So really bring it to a consumer level, and also kind of trying to be as accurate as possible. And I think that's one of the key things that needs to be addressed as well, is that sleep is something serious, and just like you want to rely that your scale is actually giving you the correct weight, you also want to see that your sleep measurement is giving you the accurate sleep measure that you really are sleeping, because you're unaware of it, because, sorry, you're sleeping, you cannot really measure it yourself. And I think together with the CTA, the Consumer Technology Association, and the National Sleep Foundation, there has been tremendous efforts to come to new standards. So this is what a sleep tracker should do, and this is how accurate they should be. So this is not the end yet, but it's great to see every single year new technologies emerging over here.
So we have obviously a lot of consumer interest in these technologies. How can consumers use a technology like this just to improve their daily lives? Apart from just getting numbers or scores, what can they do with this technology that leads to real, tangible life or wellness improvements?
Yeah, that's actually a great question, because the consumers really say, like, oh, now I have my sleep score, so what? So if you have your weight, that's easy. You can say like, oh, let's go for a salad with lunch. But for sleep, people really do not know what to do. And what we actually do at Sleep Score, we try to help people to guide to, based on your sleep metrics, to what's best for you to improve your sleep. So it's not the general tips like, hey, don't drink any coffee, or so get a better pillow. No, we measure your sleep and we connect you to either some behavioral changes or also products. And the great thing is we only recommend products that we really tested ourselves. So because we also know that sleep improvement arena and technology is a little bit a Wild West. So everybody wants to kind of put a product on the market, but we really also want to make sure that people do not spend the money actually on devices that cannot deliver the promise. So
I've already looked at a whole bunch of the research studies that Sleep Score Labs has undertaken. So that's very reassuring that you're trying to look at something that's validated, that's accurate, practical, and usable. Obviously, we're at CES 2019. There's a tremendous amount of technology across the board, multiple different verticals. What do you think, in terms of sleep, are we going to see in the next 12, 18, or 24 months?
Yeah, what I think is that the real big change that's happening right now, and especially it's also for sleep and sleep science, is that we actually don't know that much about sleep. Sleep as a science is only 50 years old, and all the technologies that are built are kind of built on that limited knowledge. Now, with the data that we have, we get into big data. And it's very funny also for me, the data that I get now from all those trackers around, I get millions of nights. I not get a single night of a single person. I get just 300 nights a year of every single person. So I see sleep patterns that I never have seen before in the clinic. And I think that's what's going to change, is that the way we think about sleep, the way actually that what we know about sleep is going to be totally different. And hence, we have better clues on how to intervene and give better sleep to the people.
That's very fascinating. Ray, I really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, thank you so much. And for you, have a good night tonight.
Thank you. This is Arshava Habzadeh at CES 2019 at the Digital Health Summit studio, sponsored by Living in Digital Times. Thank you.